All right, good morning, everybody. It's January 9th. It's Friday. Going to do a video continuing from yesterday. We showed you a huge mess. Today, I'm going to show you the improvement that we made to the location. We did get everything pretty much done. There's a little bit of leftover stuff that needs to be completed. I'm going to start kind of in each area and walk through. As you can see, the gondola throughout the store got placed correctly. Um, it actually worked out the way I thought it would. Ran into a little bit of a problem at the end because the space, because I kind of messed up one of the gondolas when I was trying to move it. The one over here, I'll show you that later. But actually, this worked out. It created a wall. My next step would be to get all these little areas cleared out with all this random inventory, make sure that it's all put where it needs to be put. The desk, this is for listing eBay, that's going to go into the tech bay. But yeah, I mean, it's still a mess, but it's manageable at this point. So I'm going to kind of walk in here and just show you guys what we came up with. So I put the door to go into the eBay room over here. We actually got one long row there. Kathy's actually pulling orders. Don't have a lot of orders today. I'm not sure if anybody else who's doing eBay is seeing a drop in sales, but usually in January that happens. So these shelves right here were all the extras. Now keep in mind we did use shelving from the sales floor to add to our eBay. So what I did here, I left room for a pallet jack. So all this inventory right here is just kind of random stuff that we found that wasn't posted. This is going to be kind of like our death pile, if you want to call it that, including the clothes on the racks that I'll show you in a little bit. But yeah, so everything's in order. Everything's all accounted for the space being used. We did free up a lot of space by condensing stuff. So what I'm going to do is kind of go around to the main aisle here, and it does wrap around a little bit and it ends down there where those faucets are. But right now, it's just like I said, it's one row. It's all by the location. The audit has not been completed 100%, but it's pretty far along. There's probably not that much more to go with that, but I am going to complete that audit. So to make sure that our inventory is as spot on as we can. We did find that there was inventory on these shelves that didn't appear to be on eBay. So basically what we're going to do is continue to do the audit to pull those off. And then what I'm also going to do is I saw that there was some items that didn't have a location code on it. I'm going to go ahead and research that and then try to find those items too. I don't want to spend too much time on that part of it. But we do have to identify what items are not showing a location and pull those down. So yeah, there's a lot of inventory, guys. I think we're over 1,400 items listed, and I think our total quantity is going to probably be over 4,000. So a lot of multiple quantity listings, which we like the most out of all these, because then it's kind of like one listing, and then if you have high quantity, that's going to be the best bang for your buck labor wise, in my opinion. So yeah, so this is all going to be all set. Today it seemed like she got through the polls pretty quick, and I'm hoping that 2 days of doing this, or actually it might have been 3 days, that pays off with time saved. Plus it kind of just gives us a better, fresher look. So yeah, so that's where we're at with that. Couple little piles here and there, and then what I need to do is all this today, during my walk around the store and cleaning everything up. I need to get all this cleared out. These are all empty watermelons. We did build a truckload, which I'll show you in a few minutes. We got an update that Monday we're going to be getting our HBA load, the 2 pallets. I made another buy, but I'm not sure. I got to call them today. I didn't even get an invoice on it, so I got to see what's going on with that. But yeah, let's look at this gondola. I destroyed it. I was trying to move it with a pallet jack. With these, they're better to move straight, not sideways. And I guess I moved it sideways, and it didn't work that way. So that kind of got destroyed. But whatever, things happen. So large pallet stack here. This corner over here is all my vintage stuff that I need to kind of just wrap up and get that out of this area. Basically, the way it's going to go is this is going to be probably sales floor area here. We're going to take this row right here and just make sure that this is all blocked off. So I'm going to take some of these pallets that we're going to pull apart and continue my wall until it's solid. And then this is going to be an opening here to get into this the overflow area where the truckloads are going to come. So all these pallets up here, these are the ones that need to be listed. The sketchers are actually all listed right now by quantity. So that's all those with the neon green. This is the truckload. So basically all the clothing that was in those bin or the watermelons by size, we counted all those up and we basically just put them into Gaylords. We didn't put a manifest per item, but we have a manifest on quantity. So these are all going to be manifested here, but this is like a full truck. These items here, these air conditioners, these are going to get posted as a single pallet for sale. And then I have a little bit of inventory down there that can probably be sold, but I think for the most part, everything's kind of all spoken for with what we're doing with it. This is somebody bought the clean out load with me, and this is the pallets that they weren't able to take with them. So hopefully we can get those picked up soon. And then back here, this is still all cleared out. We're going to just do a little bit more, and then this is going to be continue to be our processing area until we vacate. So that's kind of like where we're at. A lot of just odds and ends that need to be done. The dumpster needs to be filled today, so that's what we're going to work on. Just clear out all the loose ends and get it so where when we get some more loads, because I got to fill this whole store, guys. I mean, look at all that sales floor, and it's even going to be back to here. So basically, my sales floor, it basically got a little bit more straight edge because if you see the videos before, you'll see that now with that gondola being stretched on that wall, it basically took my eBay area and took it from a rectangle, kind of globbled in together at one side, and then it actually made it straight lines, and now it's going to just be easier just to kind of keep that organized and all that, plus it's all in order. So I think that was a huge benefit that I took the time to do that. During this downtime, we needed to come up with something, but not, it's nice that now you have a straight walk right to the tech bay. Now I don't want customers in areas that don't have inventory, so we're gonna have to figure out something where until we fill the store up again, we're gonna have to figure out how this inventory is gonna look. But I think as long as it's empty and there's no inventory on these gondolas, for now, I think that'll kind of keep people from going away from the area where the inventory is. But basically, my sales floor now is going to be basically all the way from this wall all the way to that wall, and it's going to be all open, hopefully by the end of the day. And then I think Monday we're going to start getting through the watermelons are closed and pulling out all that premium stuff, and then that's the stuff that we're going to put on the sales floor for a little bit higher price than what we normally would sell our clothes for to our customers in our last when we were open last. So we're going to raise the prices on the clothing, offer a better type of clothing, so it's not going to be just like the basic members mark stuff. It's going to actually be name brands, hence why we're going to ask a premium. I could slate it for eBay, but there's just so much of it. I'd rather have the capital now, and that's what we're kind of looking at. So these fixtures here, we're gonna have to just kind of park them aside somewhere. I think I'll just maybe just put them over there by the this area to kind of keep customers from going over here and thinking that there's something going on. So, and I'll show you that. So I'm just giving you an idea on how, we're gonna lay out the store. This little nook right here, this is where we'll put all the fixtures, because then basically it'll fill that space with that, and then we will use over here for inventory, because I want to basically make it so the cash wrap right here can visually see the whole store. Now I know I got this gondola here that's kind of in the way, but I figure as long as we have two people at the register, one person can kind of keep an eye on this side over here, and then one person can keep an eye on that side over there. So the majority of the stuff is going to probably be over there. I'm pretty sure. I know I wanted to put the clothes over on this side, but I think I'm just going to try to keep it onto one side just so we can kind of keep an eye out. It might even be actually better to fill this side first because it's closer, and but the gondola is kind of in the way. Um, so yeah, that's where we're at. A lot of work to be done today. I'm pretty sure tomorrow's video, because I am going to do a video tomorrow just to show another update on, after taking another day to kind of organize everything, what it looks like. My warehouse person is going to actually be working in the dumpster, or working on the dumpster today, filling it, and then we should be able to call that on Monday and get that picked up. So yeah, that's where we're at, guys. Thanks for watching. I think that's a wrap for today. If you have any questions or comments, if you want to like and subscribe, we're kind of at a turning point right now where if we can get some inventory in the next week, we can open the doors next Saturday, and that's my goal. My goal is to open next Saturday, have a pretty good offering. So I got basically today, Friday, to make a purchase, and then basically next week to get the inventory in. So I think if I can just get the right buy-in, I can probably get somebody to get that sent over, and then we can go ahead and get moving with this new model. So thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Have a great day, guys.